What in the world do I have? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You too. Is nobody staying here?
I think I am, because I didn't really get on anything over there.
Later, boys. Dale, good luck out there, man.
You wanted to just sit there and complain about how it's doing 10 miles an hour.
Seth? Dwayne? Good morning, sir. You have any idea how many guys are supposed to be here today?
No, we already got 10.
Oh, that's awesome. Already?
Yeah.
Golly.
Right.
There's 60 for you, sir.
Appreciate you.
And then code is PCR6.
PCR6, yes.
Y'all be safe.
Hey, good luck, buddy. Be careful, man.
Yes, sir. Good luck to y'all. Hey, good morning everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Today is tournament day out here on Rosalie and Tiger Lake. Last weekend, I'm gonna be honest with you, I went pre-fishing and did not catch a thing. We covered like 4 or 5 miles in 5 hours and we eliminated a lot of water, had a good idea of where these bass are gonna be, but I just really wasn't able to find anything. Everything looks good out here. It's very shallow. We're going to be fishing a lot of water that's 1 to 2 foot. So these bass should be tucked up underneath these lily pads and up against the bully whips, but I just wasn't able to get anything dialed in. So I'll be honest with you, I'm very nervous going into today's tournament because I don't know what it's going to take to do well. I would imagine the winner's probably just going to crack 82 inches, and to be in the top 3, you're going to need about 77 inches. But that is just a guess because I didn't catch a bass last weekend. So we got to get out here, dial in a pattern, because I sure enough didn't get a pattern last weekend, and hopefully we can put some good quality fish in the boat and put together a competitive bag. I first just want to get that skunk out of the boat because last weekend hurt my feelings, and then we can see if we can scrape together a limit. So it should be an interesting day. Stay tuned. As always, y'all, I appreciate you watching. Now let's go fishing. All right, we made it out on the water. It's currently 6:30. Got 30 minutes until first cast. So first cast is at 7. Last cast is at 3. We have to be back over at headquarters at 4. My rear GoPro is messing up. So we may or may not have rear GoPro footage today. I don't really know why it is misbehaving, but it doesn't seem to want to work today. Yeah, so it is official. We're going to be running with just the chesty today. I've fooled around with the rear GoPro now for 10 or 15 minutes. I don't know if it's an SD card issue or an external battery issue, but I just need to focus on putting fish in the boat. Let's see, while we are waiting for 7 o'clock, let's just take a look at the Deep Dive app. So we are on today and it's about 6:45. So right now it is calm, and when the wind does start to pick up, it's going to blow more out of the east. And so we can just drag our finger along today and see that as the day moves on, it's going to be blowing more and more out of the east. So where the section of bank that we're on right now is going to be hit pretty hard as the day moves on. I can go to water inflows. This is another reason why I chose this section of the lake. On paper, it looks really good. You can see that the water is flowing out of Rosalie Creek into this section here. We will definitely be hitting that at some point today. And then the water is flowing out of Tiger Lake into the small branch of the Kissimmee River right through here. So on paper, it looks really good. We just gotta get dialed in and see exactly what baits these fish are targeting, because last time I covered a ton of water without any luck, but it's because of the intel from the Deep Dive app. That is why I picked this section of the lake. So thank you so much, Deep Dive, for sponsoring today's video. And if you are interested, the link to Deep Dive is in the description below. All right, it is finally 7 o'clock. We can make our first cast. I've been sitting here for like 15 minutes listening to fish bust all around me. It's been killing me. You're not going to see me have my electronics on for most of the day. I have a good idea of the layout of this lake. Believe it or not, most of the water we're going to be fishing today is 2 foot or less with no vegetation on the bottom. It's just all this emergent stuff. Fishing a lot of bully whips and lily pads today. So just to be a little bit more stealthy and not have that transducer knocking, we're going to try to fish without electronics for the most part today. All right, speedworm pulled through. There are bass in this lake. Okay, thank you, speedworm. I didn't know how long it was going to take to get the skunk out of the boat, but I definitely didn't think that it was just going to be 15-20 minutes. All right, 13.75. Thank you, buddy. All right, one down. That takes a huge weight off of my back. Now we need to put a few more in the boat. That was another bite. Hey. What in the world do I have? Is that a gator? That has to be a gator. Well, at least like most of my line backs, it's about spooled me. Oh, this is different. And he is way out there. Have my knife ready. Cut this line as close to him as I can. Must be a pretty big gator. They normally don't pull like this. I think I got most of my line back. Man, broke off. Well, that was exciting. see him. I'm trying to see if I can see him pop up. Yep, there he is over there. I just saw him pop up. That was a big gator. That's crazy. They normally don't fight like that. You would think that would happen more often in Florida, but it really doesn't. Alright, well, retie and get back out there. Thankfully I got most of my line back because he just about spooled me. Alright, well, I have had my fill of gators today. It's amazing how much 15-pound test can withstand, because that was a good, I mean, I saw him out in the distance. It was a good 8-foot gator at a minimum. I'm circling back around in this area for two reasons. One, I fished the upper quarter of this lake without any success, so I don't feel like I'm missing out on a whole lot by going further north. Also, I think that's where a majority of the field that is out here is located. So I'm going to spend a little bit more time picking this section clean that I got bit on. If I could pull one more out of here, I would be very happy. But I'm gonna give it maybe 20 or 30 more minutes. I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything by staying over here. All right. I don't think he even knows he doesn't even know he's been caught yet. And that is a fat fish. Probably felt like he was just teleported into the boat. He didn't even fight. Got a tiny little mouth, about a 2-pound body. That's a little football. All right, 14 and a half. That is a fat fish. I mean, that has to be close to 2 pounds. Thanks, buddy. Flipping with a little rage menace. Got us one in the boat. Typically, whenever I'm flipping this little rage menace around, I'll have a 1 ounce weight to be able to get through all the cover, but I knew that out here we'd be flipping primarily sparse cover, and it's really, really shallow, so I wanted a little bit more subtle approach. We're at least able to trick that one. Playing with my camera. Yeah, swimming off with it. Calm down, bud. And that is why you put a net down. Listen, I just want to take a picture of you. Ah, man, that was close. That is exactly why you put a net down. All right, 14.75. He's not happy with me. Thank you, buddy. Shoot-wee. He did not want his picture taken. So just a quick midday update for y'all. It's a 11:15 right now, and honestly, we have 3 fish in the boat, and I am okay with that. I didn't know what today was going to hold, so I'm okay with 4 hours being behind us and having 3 fish in the boat. That means we have about 4 hours to scrape together 2 more, and hey, I would be thrilled. If we were able to fill a limit today, I would just be ecstatic. So I am just gonna continue to fish hard, fish instinctively, and see if we can't scrape together 2 more fish. And I am just gonna be very, very excited. I think it's only gonna take 2 more 14, 15 inchers, and we're gonna have a pretty competitive bag, I think. So stay tuned, let's see how we do. All right, we're gonna make a big move. We're gonna move up here to the north side of the lake and see if we can get out of the wind a little bit. See if we can fill a limit. Oh, that is a giant. Look at that bass. Whew. That is a tank. Look at the head on that one. Golly. Isolated dock. That might be 21, 22 inches. All right, let's see how much she weighs real quick. All right, well, it's in kilograms. So I believe that's about 5 pounds. All right, 5 pounds, 21.5 inches. Thank you, girl. What a solid, solid bass. There she goes. Well, that isolated dock held a big old fish. This just also happens to be the deepest spot in the lake. All right, that's number 4. If we catch one more, we might just be able to do something today. One more. Oh man, you just can't make this stuff up. That is a different bass, and she was barely pegged. Wow, that's gonna be another 20 inches. I just cannot believe that. 2 bass over 20 inches under 1 duck. What a crazy, crazy sequence of events. That is a beautiful fish too. All right, 21 and a half, and now a 21 and a quarter. Thank you, girl. So I'm a little shaken up right now to be able to do math, but I think that we are now somehow in the mid 80s, which I thought 82 inches was going to win today. Those 2 bass, I mean, were just truly an absolute gift from God. So now we need to somehow start culling, and I think we're needing to cull out a 13 and some change. And it looks like I'm sitting a little over 85 inches. Oh, well, that is officially the magical dock. All right, 14 3/4. That just gave us another inch. Thank you, buddy. I'm gonna give that dock a break for just a minute. See what else is over here. Right inside that drain. He's skinny. It's gonna be close. I gotta get rid of a 14 and a half. Okay. I need you to be 14. Oh yeah. Maybe I'll give him touch 15. All right, I got him touch 15. Thanks, buddy. Okay, we have 2 bass that are 14 3/4 that we need to get rid of now. So we're gonna need to catch some 16 inchers or like 1/18, and we would crack 90. But that bass was hiding right in that drain. I just barely made it in there. About 2 or 3 inches of space to fit that Cinco. Made it work. Come back over here to our magical dock. You just cannot make this stuff up. All right, 16 inches. Thank you, buddy. Let me tell you what I'm using to catch these bass underneath this dock. This is a 5-inch Gary Yamamoto Cinco. And then I got 2 O-rings that I cross so the hook runs perpendicular to that Cinco. And then I have a Gamakatsu 3/32 ounce Wacky jig head. That is my bread and butter for skipping docks. That is what I skip docks with 99% of the time. If they're going to hit something up underneath the dock, I have 100% confidence this is what they're going to hit. Oh no, not by a long shot. Thanks, buddy. Came out and smoked it, but that is not going to help us. Thanks, buddy. All right, on that note, we're going to give this spot a break for a little bit. Hopefully 1 or 2 bigger ones will load up over the next hour, but that is truly a testament of why you just continue to fish regardless of the circumstances, because never in a million years would I have thought that I was going to catch 80 inches after my week last week. Coming out here and blanking really hurt my feelings, but man, we're sitting at over 88 inches right now. If we could catch one that is like 16 1/4, then we would be right at 90 inches. That would just be a huge accomplishment. Thank you, buddy. That's a drop shot fish for you. School of micros over there. Thank you, buddy. All right, let's go see if a 16 plus has moved up underneath this dock. All right, come on. One more 16 incher. That's not even gonna cull. I can't believe that. It's just so fat. Thank you, buddy. I don't think that's gonna do it. Nope, not by a long shot. Thank you, buddy. It is crazy how many bass are underneath this dock. Last cast. All right, that's it. Tournament is over. We gotta get gone. We got a lot of water to cover and ground to make up, get back to headquarters. Alrighty, everyone, tournament is over. Man, what a day. If you would have told me earlier this morning that we would have had over 80 inches in the boat, I thought that you'd be crazy. But that's why you keep on fishing, keep your head down. After last weekend's practice, I knew it was gonna be tough, but that dock was a gift. That was a magical dock, and I am so happy that we found it. So because of that dock, we have a very competitive bag. We might have even won this thing, so you have to stay tuned to see exactly how we did. We're heading back to headquarters right now to see where we finished. We are not doing Tourney X this year. If you've been watching the channel this year, you know that. So we have to head back, check in our fish, and see how everybody else did. And we might even have won this thing. Hopefully we won big bass. That 21.5 went a long way. So I'm anxious to see how we did. But that's the video, y'all. So stay tuned to see exactly how we finished. And as always, y'all, I appreciate you watching. And if you haven't already, please hit that like and subscribe button. It always helps the channel out a great deal. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Cutting your clothes, don't you? You like the drama.
Y'all aren't waiting on me, are you?
Yep.
Yep.
Sorry.
No.
Alright.
You got 80 inches?
Yeah.
Hear that?
Yeah, I thought he did.
I'll find out where you're at here.
Look at Greg over here.
You got the bait in there with it?
14.75. 15. 16.
Oh, did you?
I sold it for 1,000.
21.25.
Damn, you got bummed, bro.
21.25.
Stud, bro.
That's not the biggest one.
Seriously?
Seriously.
Dang, man. What, how are you fishing? I guess some dude had it out behind his house.
Good God, Seth.
I got 21.75.
They have to do that too because there's a foam inside.
Were those out of that cove?
Those boats are
All under that dock. One dock.
really history. They'll
Those
float,
two
but
21?
Both of those
21
are all your
21's back to back.
21's back to back?
Back to back.
Third place, myself. 67.5 inches.
Good job.
Yay.
Second place. What's your total? 77.5, Mr. Dale Templeton.
All right.
First place, of course, with 88 3/4 inches, Mr. Seth Venable.
Back to back.
And big bass with a 21.75.
Thank you, sir.
There you are, sir.
Appreciate you.
Making you
Took
rich.
your money.
Good job, Seth.
Good job, man.